Welcome guys back to the channel at Sector 32 Motorsports. My name is Derek.
I'm Mike.
We have a very good customer of ours, very good client, very good friend of ours, Lamborghini SV here, that is in need of maintenance this time, all right? So this is not a performance deal. I know a lot of you guys follow us for a lot of our big performance upgrades, but we also do maintenance things as well for vehicles. So just want to give you guys a different outlook of something that we also specialize in outside of the performance stuff. So if you do have anything of this nature, we can do this. So this particular vehicle came in a couple months ago where the client actually just wanted a simple oil change, nothing crazy. During that service, Mike was able to identify that we had some oil building up between the engine and the transmission. So I'm sure with that being said, you guys probably guessed it, it's probably a rear main seal, right?
Yep.
So this particular job requires a lot of work, and I'll get into that here momentarily. But prior to us just automatically recommending this type of work, there's a few steps that get taken into consideration. Yep. And Mike will explain that really quick of some of the steps that we take to make sure that we're diagnosing these right the first time and not just assuming.
So first things first, when I saw the oil buildup between the engine and the trans, I let the customer know what we found. We can try to diag it, and by putting leak trace in the oil, cleaning everything off, driving the vehicle, and then bringing it back at a later date to see if the problem is still there. He took the car for
A couple of weeks.
for 2, 3, about a month,
Yeah,
almost a
yeah,
month.
about a month.
Put a few hundred miles on it, brought it back, and lo and behold, it was back. And we could actually see where it was coming out between the transmission and the engine, not from somewhere else. So with that being said, it's the only thing back there is a rear main seal.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, it's not an easy job on this. It's not like you're run-of-the-mill, like, you know, front engine cars and, you know, things like that. It's definitely it's a task to do this job. So
Yeah, this vehicle in particular, even we've taken off gearboxes from McLarens and Huracans,
Yep.
and luckily enough, you could just pull the transmission right here and be able to get to the rear main seal. This is a little bit different, right?
not on this.
So what's the process on this one so everybody understands how this works?
So complete engine has to come out, attached with the transmission and the actual rear differential. I don't know if you guys know how big this is. We can pan to a shot later to where I can show you like where the transmission ends in the car. But
Yeah, because the transmission is on that side of the motor, not on this side.
Yeah, it's in the front of the engine. It's pretty long and very, very heavy. Then, you know, once you get it out, remove the transmission from the engine, and at that point, it's just like replacing any other rear main seal. Pulling the clutch off, pulling the seal out, putting a new seal back in, slapping it back together, and going back in.
Right.
So
Exactly. So again, like I said, guys, we're not doing anything major performance. This car already has the performance work done,
yeah,
right?
we did the performance work on this back in March.
Something like that.
March,
And we did a full Gentani exhaust system in tune on this vehicle, and guys, it sounds crazy.
Yep.
But again, like I said, we're not here for the fun upgrade stuff this time by. We're actually just doing the general maintenance. So if you guys are ever in a situation with your McLaren or Lamborghini, like I said, those are our two primary units that we mess with. But there are also other models and stuff that we work with.
Yep.
Primarily on this one, for example, though, you guys were gonna have situations that are gonna arise.
Yep.
Valve cover gaskets are gonna leak, or oil pump gaskets, what have you.
Yep.
These are just small things that are happening with owning these vehicles. The biggest thing that we try to make sure that we instill into our clients is keeping a product that is going to last for the entirety of owning of the vehicle. So making sure that these things are being taken care of right away instead of them causing larger issues in the long term. Or if you decide to even sell the vehicle, right? You want to make sure that you're selling a product that's not going to be an issue for the next person in the future,
Yep.
right? But maintenance is key with these vehicles. It provides the security of the longevity, but also the value of what this car is. It's very easy to identify a vehicle that has not been well maintained.
Exactly.
We do not want you guys being in that type of situation, regardless, Lamborghini or BMW, right? Want to make sure that you guys have a proper working product every time. So I'm going to go ahead and let Mike tear this thing apart. As he said, there's a lot. So we're gonna get you guys again. This is another awesome, really cool series that we're going to do, a couple of parts, because it's going to be that involved.
Yes.
So you're going to see behind the scenes again, some of the work that we do of Mike tearing this whole entire thing apart. I'm gonna lend a hand every time he tells me to, but Mike is the guy who likes to put his head down and grind it out, so I'm gonna let him do his thing.
I do.
And whenever I'm called upon, I'm gonna be there. We'll also give you guys some insight of doing this job. We're going to give some feedback, why we're taking this off, what this is, what's the importance of it. So you guys can kind of understand what the Lamborghini SV actually is. I don't think there's too many videos of this.
No, there
so
isn't.
We want you guys to see it, right? It's really cool. So please stay tuned. Tell all your friends about it. Share this on YouTube so everybody can see what's going on and get the behind the scenes. And again, guys, I always ask you, please subscribe and involve yourself. Ask questions. Drop it in below. If there's something specific you want to see, let us know so we can provide that for you guys, all right? So take it away, Mike. Do your thing. And let's do it.
Here goes nothing.
All right, Mike, you got the bumper off, you got the exhaust off.
You gotta speak a little bit louder. I can't hear you.
The mic hears me.
Huh?
The mic hears
Yeah,
me.
but I don't hear you.
So you got the bumper off, the exhaust off. What's the next step on this thing?
Honestly, I don't know what I want to do next. Grant, there's still a lot to do, but I don't know if I want to pull the suspension out of the car, if I want to pull the drain all the fluids, get the oil tank and all the accessories up here. Of course, I got to pull the cross brace out. Contemplating what I want to do next. And I still got to get, axle bolts, the front drive shaft, coolant lines, harness, a lot more stuff that I'll let y'all know when I get to it, because I know I'm forgetting some stuff right now. So, but it's moving along smoothly. Y'all have seen it. If you know what you're doing, it doesn't take that long. If you don't know what you're doing, have fun. So, but all right, I'm gonna go smoke.
Pocket so fat, call me Orbit. Gotta wait to make no moves, I be loaded. They would be a free one too, I make a move on you, I be loaded. And gotta gotta wait to make them movies, I be loaded. Why you out here drinking 40s, I just told it. Still that same nigga in a foreign, but it's stolen. Ryan sporty, acting sporty, can't control it. I'm doing fraud, I got that bag, yeah, I'm transporting. I got that bag on me, nigga, like I'm transporting. He dropped the mixtape, thought I would've reposted. I ain't posted mixtape, cause I don't fuck with shorty. I be booted till the morning, PM to the morning. My little Wody wanna bag him, he just wanna roll it. Hold up, nigga, don't you owe me? Yeah, you owe me, don't it? Like I'm an island of Aventador, how I stay rolling. You tryna diss me? I need you 6 feet. She say she miss me, then she wanna kiss me. Damn, I'm so crispy. Sam got me dizzy. Trouble me, I ain't shy. I keep that glitzy. I was spin bent, yeah, Fritz me. What the lick read, baby, come and lick me.
All right, guys, so one of the things that we noticed here once we got down into the engine bay was the accessory drive pulley kit. And as you can see here in this image, there's actually one of the pulleys where you can start to see the hot spots forming. This right here is a very common issue on the V12 platform for the Aventador and requires a replacement when you start to see the hot spots. There's a company that we use called AGX that allows a fully replacement pulley kit system for this vehicle, so this does not happen again. One of the main failures is the bearing will start to seize up. It'll actually throw the belt and cause a lot more damage. So we advised on our client to go ahead and get this replaced while we were in here so he does not have this issue in the future.
One of our good customers and good friends of ours loves busting my balls about McLarens, but I'm going to show you guys something real funny. Check this out. What is that? What? Is that a McLaren?
You of all people, man. I thought you was my guy. You of all people.
Is that a McLaren?
I thought you was my guy, man.
What? That says Lamborghini, if I'm not mistaken, right there.
So what had happened was, I was driving down the street, and I saw a McLaren, and it cut me off, and I went into the bushes, and now I hear a funny sound.
No, I got my own mic. You don't need to. You hang on to that for you. You know, here's the thing, probably what exactly happened. He probably pulled up on a McLaren. He tried to think he was fast. They tried to race. He realized that McLaren was gapping him.
It was leaking.
It was
the
leaving
McLaren
him.
was leaking, not leaving me.
And
leaking.
I don't know, hang on. I don't know if y'all ever remember from the very first Fast and the Furious video when Paul Walker gets gapped by the RX-7 and he just does some weird.
That's not what happened.
That's what happened.
McLaren leaked.
That's what happened.
Antifreeze all over my windshield.
That's what happened.
And I ran into the bushes, and now I got a funny sound under my car.
If you ran into the bushes, how come the body of the car?
Car looks great.
I cleaned it.
Why would you clean it?
Because I didn't want to come up here looking like bushes.
Oh God. Well, hang on. So how in depth did you clean this?
Huh?
How in depth did you clean it?
Look, if we put it up on the lift, we'll see the grass under it.
Oh, we will.
Yeah, it's from the McLaren, man. Them damn McLarens, man. They always do that shit. They leak on you. Pause.
Well,
All right.
at least he did one thing right, which is brought it to us so we can fix whatever is going on, right? But this is this is quite interesting. And you know what's actually really funny, Eric?
What?
I got another one on the way.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, yo, Eric, I got a question, man.
I got an answer.
So you washed it, but then you got bugs and stuff on it.
Yeah, let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened.
All right.
So when I went through the bushes, I had a beehive, and then the bugs smashed on there.
How many?
I can't remember. It was like 50.
But there's only one, though.
Yeah, that wasn't a bee.
Oh.
That wasn't a bee. That was a grasshopper.
Oh.
So as you can see, we're ready to go back in the car with the engine and transmission. While it was out, we did the rear main seal. Also noticed that the throwout bearing was leaking a little bit. So we went ahead and replaced the throwout bearing in it. And then prior to removal, we noticed that the water pump was seeping also. So we went ahead and put a new water pump on it just so there's no other issues in the near future. That's pretty much all we did. We are waiting on the pulleys for the auxiliary bracket, but I can do that in the car once the motor gets in there. That's no big deal. But that's pretty much everything. Pretty much everything that I did or we did, and now it's ready to get this thing back in and get it all buttoned up. So, and then we'll go from there.
Do we have to?
I mean, we don't have to.
All right, cool.
I mean,
This is a lot.
I would much rather be in my bed right now taking a nap versus doing this. So, but
Yeah, just to give you guys a timeline, it's Monday.
yeah,
So we started on this on
Thursday
evening.
we had the motor pulled out Friday morning.
Yep. Everything transferred over Friday evening.
Well,
Did you mess with it on
hold
Saturday a
Take
little bit?
that back. Started on Wednesday. Had the motor pulled out on Thursday, taking my time. Found that the throwout bearing
Yep,
was
that's what it
leaking,
was.
so we had to overnight the throwout bearing. That didn't show up until Saturday.
Yep.
And then Saturday, I spent the time putting the throwout bearing in, doing the water pump and all
Yep.
that.
Getting
Now
everything mated, yeah.
Now it's ready to go back in the car. So technically, it hasn't been too long.
Yeah.
Just waiting on parts. So
But I don't like Mondays.
I don't either.
You know, I like to, Mondays are like the easy day for me. I want to just like get reacclimated.
You say easy day, but you're about to pull quarters off of a 7.
I don't want to do it.
So,
I don't want to.
so
But-
we're going to get this in.
Yeah, let's get it going. Let's
do a little
run.
time lapse thingy, and then we'll pick up in a little bit.
Yep. All in all, though, everything looks good outside of that. Mike did a great job doing a full once over on everything, especially since we have this pretty intense exhaust system. I don't know if you guys have ever seen any of the videos with Gentani or not, but these things shoot some crazy fire and sound wild. And the client definitely lets this thing sing when it's time. So, of course, when you have aftermarket components such as this going on, you want to make sure that everything is working properly and there's no, there's nothing that's being hurt by the excessive heat that's being distributed throughout this exhaust. Knock on wood, everything looks great.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
shall we?
Yeah. Alex!
All right, so everything lined up, we dropped right on in, and we don't even need to massage anything. All the bolt holes and everything are lining up perfect. So now here's the tedious part. Mike is gonna start putting all the little tiny bolts and brackets and hoses, wires, all that good stuff back together right now. Looks like there might, oh, nope, I lied. Still, yeah, we're good. So, have fun.
Yay! Fun stuff.
Bitches know that I'm peeing, I'm thugging, I'm still in the street. If he run up, I out in the league, clean the Glock and repeat. It get hot, throw that bitch in the creek, hit the spot, it's 100 a piece. I went flawless, my teeth diamond, boy, this shit wet as a sand. That boy dumb in the bitch, if he reach, I'ma go to the D. Let's be real, Stevie wanted to see that I'm having this shit. Be fine.
All right, so when do I start? How do I start? Should I be like, this is day 3? Yeah. Ready? Okay, so this is day 3 of the Aventador project. Just a quick recap. We had the motor pulled out. We did throwout bearing, rear main seal, and while I was out, did a water pump. Also noticed on the way coming out that the auxiliary bracket pulleys were showing signs of excessive wear. This is a known fact for the Aventadors. They all do it. It's not if, it's when it's gonna happen. Unfortunately, with the timeline with the car, the pulleys didn't show up in time for me to be able to do it while the motor was out of the car, which is pretty good because it basically shows people that it can be done in the car. Well, the pulleys showed up today, and I am going to work on getting the auxiliary bracket pulleys swapped and the auxiliary bracket back in the car, all buttoned up, and hopefully this thing should be fired up by tomorrow. I got to go through and bleed the throwout bearing in the transmission, fill it with fluids, oil, coolant, power steering fluid, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Do a quick once over on the car and make sure everything's buttoned up, and then hopefully tomorrow, day 4, it will be fired up. Okay, so we got the auxiliary bracket pulled out. Like I said before, it can be done with motor in the car, of course. There is quite a few things you have to remove to be able to get it out. First thing you have to remove, as you can see, are the rear struts. That is a must, along with the strut brake or the cross brace for the struts. Along with the X brace, the wheels, the fender liners, and the floors. So you have to drain some of the fluids. Coolant is one of them because the alternator is coolant fed, coolant cooled, as I should say. And then once you drain the coolant, it's pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts, along with, don't forget you have to drain AC too, because you have to remove the AC lines. And there is a special tool to get the belt off per Lamborghini for the tensioner. Don't forget that. I've seen a lot of people try to struggle without the special tool. And then once those bolts are out, you have to finagle it, as you can see back here. It is pretty tight with everything in. I have seen people go the long route and remove the oil tank to give you extra room, but you don't have to do that. You can get it out with the oil tank still in there. And then once you pull it out, it's just a matter of swapping pulleys and putting the upgraded pulleys on from AGX. I will say I'm very impressed with their packaging and how they shipped them. They had them to us next day. I've used these in the past on a couple vehicles, and there's no issues at all with them. If you look closely, like we've showed in the previous videos or the previous video, you can see the pulleys are getting hot spotted, and that's just due to heat back there in the engine bay. Anybody that knows Aventadors know that these things get really, really hot, and that heat can cause a lot of issues. I've seen these literally explode from getting too hot. The bearings in them seize up from getting too hot. The good thing with the AGX pulleys is that they're billet with an upgraded bearing inside of them, so we won't have that issue anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and get these pulleys off, get them in, torque to spec, and then we'll work on getting the bracket back in the car.
Let the band play.
Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Glock. Hey, I never ever put a bitch before my money. I never put a bitch before my money on my mommy. Yeah, you got the wrong youngin', baby. I am not no dummy. You know how I'm coming, bitch. I keep them commas coming. Yo, where the money at? Run it. All hundreds. Yeah, all these car tease. And your bitch is a freak, she pull up, get straight on her knees. Yeah, that's your main squeeze, but Glizzock fuck her with ease. But that's another story. Let me sip my tea, yeah, let me sip my tea. I'm in London right now, my team. Smoking on some pound cake, recording with pounds in my jeans. Yeah, this hoe just had the nerve to tell me I'm the man of her dream. But can't nothing in this world come between me and Monique. I never ever put a bitch before my money.
There you go, sir. All right, so we gotta go like that.
Okay.
Cool. All good. Sweet. And that's how you do it in the car.
Boom. After that, it's routing of the belts.
Yep. Connecting the AC lines, tightening everything back up, putting the coolant lines back onto the alternator, using the, putting the rear suspension brace back on with the rear suspension, oil line, and fluid. And that's pretty much it.
Word.
So
Let's do it.
Sam.
Yeah, yeah.
Let the Sam play.
Yeah, bitch, I paid the price to rock this ice. Tell me what you niggas know about sacrifice. Tell me what you niggas know about sacrifice. Yeah, I pray every night cause I live one hell of a life.
One hell of a life. 2 shows back to back. One hell of a night. I pick up the chicken, then I'm right back on a flight. My dog still on lockdown and he just sent me a kite. One hell of a life. Yeah. Grew up watching my big cousin them cooking up white. Fish did a sweep and the whole neighborhood got indicted. Damn. Got an old school, but it looked like a new coupe inside it. Now I'm not from New York, but I'm a motherfucking giant. Hey. Went from having nothing to in Dubai shopping. She got fake tears, she love to walk around topless. Independence Day, we pull up and get it poppin'. No time for
So a lot of people don't know that on the Aventadors that the fuel is actually cooled by the refrigerant in the AC system. If you look, get a little shot. Can you zoom in some? Yeah, you get like down here. Can you see down here?
Try some.
So if you look, these right here, the fuel goes in one and out the other, and as it goes through, it gets cooled by the refrigerant to keep the fuel cool. Because anybody that knows about performance, I don't want to say anybody that knows about performance, when it comes to performance, last thing you want to do is have hot fuel going into the engine. So keeping it as cool as possible helps with performance and horsepower and torques and all the fun things that you do with these cars.
No time for cheap talking. You know my teeth flawless, baby. I'ma keep ballin'. And if you see me driving, you best believe I bought it. I'm going crazy with this paper. They like he retarded. Don't become my target. Cause I spark. Came a long way yesterday. I was robbing everything. Should've changed my name to Robber. Don't go against the grain. I put your brains on your collar. I paid the price to rock this ice. Tell me what you niggas know about sacrifice. Yeah, I was up them late mornings and them early nights. Trying to get it right and try not to lose my life. Yeah, bitch, I paid the price to rock this ice. Tell me what you niggas know about sacrifice. Tell me what you niggas know about sacrifice. Yeah, I pray every night cause I live one hell of a life.
one hell of a life. 2 shows back to back. One hell of a night. I pick up the chicken, then I'm right back on the flight. My dog still on lockdown.
All right, so this is officially day 4. Is it day 4? It is day 4. Excuse me. Day 4 of putting the car back together. Yesterday, what I did was the auxiliary bracket. Showed you a little bit of that. Today, because I did replace the throwout bearing, I had to go through the bleed process for the throwout bearing in the e-gear system. I just wrapped that up, going through the system right now, deleting all fault memory, and this thing should be started within the next couple minutes. It's got full fluids already, power steering, oil, coolant, e-gear fluid is good. There's a couple things I just want to double check and go over again, make sure everything's okay. So yeah, give me a little bit and we will be starting this once I verify everything is good to go, and we'll see what happens. All right. Ready?
They didn't think I would do it, but I did it. Really having this shit, really winning. Was times that I thought I'd forever be sinning and spinning whatever to stand on the business. But God bless the game, did it all but a sinning. All the shots they let off, but they ain't hitting. All the shots they let off, they ain't mentioned was hitting. Go ask why he's finding them limits. Never change, I'm the same as you see me. The only thing changes the paper my feet. Can't forget about the diamonds and chains on my pendant was stronger, but now we each stay for a living. If we ever fell out, you was fake or a beat. Niggas speak to switch sides, don't be standing on shit. But yet I'm the biggest, ain't changing my clip. Web to 6, disrespect, get put in.
Alrighty, everyone. Well, it's all done.
It's done.
It's done.
It is done.
It is finished. It is complete. She is roadworthy again.
Yep. Hey,
Mike crushed it. He
what was it?
balled out. We had some little curveballs that got thrown at us throughout this process, which again is accounted for. We know stuff like this is going to happen. The biggest thing is making sure that the customer is fully aware of what is going on. So every time we end up having anything, we document everything with either pictures or videos so they're fully aware. Our customer was very happy that we were keeping them completely informed of every single thing that we found, and went through and got all of it taken care of, right?
Yep.
So
yep, everything's.
if you want to give these guys a heads up on kind of some of the stuff that we found and how you went about it.
I went over everything that we found earlier in the previous videos. Didn't get a chance to show me fully putting the car back together. Camera had died during that process, so but I got everything back together the other day. I've driven it, say 3 or 4 times. I've let it sit here idle for about an hour, hour and a half. Found one minor leak that I had to fix, just an O-ring. Didn't realize when I went back on with one of the oil pipes that the O-ring caught and kind of split. Replaced the O-ring, checked the oil level, fired it back up, no more oil leaks there. Other than that, I mean, the car drives great. It's ready to go. I mean, I know the customer's gonna be happy. He hasn't had the car in
A little while.
What, about a month?
Yep.
Month and a half. But that's mainly due to the fact that we've been waiting on parts.
Yeah, we've had a lot of parts that have been getting held up through
Yeah.
customs, through overseas shipments. That tends to be the Achilles heel of this business.
Yep. All in all, it took me about, say, 5 days. You know, a full work week to get it done, and that's just moving at a slow pace, making sure everything's good, and being very meticulous just because of the kind of car it is. But yeah, no, it's ready to go and drives great and no issues. So customers should enjoy it.
So some of the things that we found, guys, are starting to become like the norm owning an Aventador. The pulleys, the rear mains, all these little things that are going to pop up are things that you guys need to be looking out for whenever you are owning one of these vehicles, especially with the age.
Yeah.
Understand another thing too is we're starting to find new things that are popping up with these because of age.
Yep.
So as we go through time, I'm sure we're gonna have other videos that we're finally gonna be touching base on this or that or whatever the case may be on top of these items here. One of our big things, again, that we tried to focus on through this whole job process is trying to find improvements, such as the pulleys, right?
Yep.
We know that from the factory, these things have issues. You've seen it firsthand, right? finding upgrades and solutions so these things don't become an issue again in the next couple of years. All in all, though, I mean, we were able to kind of bring you guys up to speed on what all that looks like. Mike killed it with the detail of all of those items. But as again, time goes on, we're going to see more things that are going to fail with these. It's just life. That's how cars are. Every day is almost a learning process for ourselves even. So when we come across maybe another leak or whatever that happens over time, we're going to rectify it. But at the same time, we want to involve you guys so you see what it is and what's going on so we can take care of that ahead of time. Outside of that, though, I mean, this car was actually pretty clean.
No, yeah,
you know?
it doesn't have that many miles on it. It's due to age.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. Again, with the pulleys, we got another Aventador on the rack now. Same issue. Shout out to AGX, Avant-Garde Exotics, for their pulley system for the Aventadors.
Yeah, they've been great. I mean, talking, communicating with those guys. You know, the feedback is everything, right? You want to have a company that you're able to work with, but God forbid if there's an issue, they're spot on. These guys are on point, making sure everything is taken care of. I mean, they've been great with us. We've talked to several people that are out of there, and they've been spot on. So great product. They're definitely really trying to make a difference in this because they understand what happens when these things fail. So
Exactly.
that was super cool working with those guys for sure. And we'll be posting their stuff on this video as well, their links, so you guys can go check them out. Or even if you guys want to buy it through us, we'll be able to offer that for you guys as well. So you're more than welcome to reach out to us, and we can get that ordered up for you guys and also do the install. Outside of that, I mean, I think we're pretty good. We're just waiting on the customer to show up now and do the handoff, right?
Yep, that's pretty much it. That's all we got left. So,
well, we're gonna get back to wiping this thing down a little bit more so it's nice and presentable. Again, guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to say something down in the comments or even send us a DM, whatever works best for you. We'll put our email on there too so you guys can email. If you guys have your own vehicle that you're wanting to get this work done, we'll make sure we can take care of that for you.
Cool.
Alrighty, so we got one of our really good customers on here. This is his beautiful SV. He's here to pick it up finally. And just kind of go through exactly, you know, what we did with the vehicle already. Replacing the rear main seal. We did the AGX accessory drives as well as the Throwout bearing on the car. Everything came out well. So ultimately though, we're wanting to talk to you about your experience, everything dealing with Sector 32, but also just about the vehicle itself and how you kind of go throughout owning this car, the enjoyment level of it, the service level of it, all of those things, just to kind of let our viewers know firsthand.
Yes, so first, I'm very knowledgeable on how to take care of the Aventador models. I really appreciate you and Mike and Sector 32.
Thank you.
To maintain this vehicle as it should, because I know not a whole lot of people don't know how to maintain these vehicles. So before I purchase cars like these, which are now a collectible, not just a car, is a statement piece. These guys do really good work, very professional, do it in a timely manner. They don't put your cars just to sit in dust. And the communication is great. That's all I appreciate. That's all that I'm looking for is, you know, if we can do it or not, can we have it done? So, you know, everybody eats at the end of the day. So all I can say is, like, I really appreciate you guys.
Definitely. Thank you so much. And again, we appreciate you too. We actually maintain all of his fleet. So he has another awesome Aventador 700, and you're looking to add, right?
Yes.
Yep. So we're going to be excited for when you get to that moment in time. I think you said you wanted to add all of the Aventadors. Is that what it was? You wanted the S as well, or just only the SVJ?
No, eventually, if it happens, I would like to own an SVJ. Right now, there's not anything that I want in the market right now.
Right.
Of course, with the SVJ, like it's a very trendy car right now, especially on social media, and with the SVJ, I'm gonna have to vet a little bit more, do some more due diligence, because believe it or not, some SVJs are like ran through right now.
Yeah, they are.
And I also depend on these guys. I found out that they do pre-purchase inspections as
Pre-purchase
well.
inspections, yeah.
So I will rely on them whenever I get my hands on an SVJ. Whenever that is, I don't know. But I will trust these guys on inspecting that vehicle before I even buy it.
Awesome. Well, I just wanted to thank you, and my brother also, Mike, thanks you as well, for giving us the opportunity to maintain the fleet and this awesome, beautiful vehicle here. We thank you for taking the time to talk with our fans, all of our viewers and stuff. Our biggest thing that we try to do is give back to the client, or to the viewers, so they understand what it's all about. So we tried to do as much detail going over the vehicle, but at the same time, we want them to know who you are and your ownership of the vehicle, right?
Absolutely.
There's a lot to go through with that. So we appreciate you very much for taking the time to do this and letting us work on your vehicle. And we're excited to see what the next vehicle is that you add to the collection. All right?
All right, thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Thank you so much. We
Absolutely.
appreciate you.